Nice. Yeah, what's up, dudes? I'm gonna be playing some more Varlamore in old school RuneScape. They released the Rising Darkness. It's part 2. It says Varlamore, the Rising Darkness is here. Head to Varlamore and explore all the new content. I actually got this mask in RuneScape 3 as well. So I last left off, I was fighting against Huikodal up here. It looks like there's way less people now. Let's try World 302. Let's see how busy it is. Yeah, wow. Ton of people fighting him. So it looks like they all have their Dragon Hunter lances out. So let's get ready to fight him again. He dropped 50 cannonballs. Wow, I have to clear up my bank a little bit. So let's right click and release some items. Cool. All right. So I don't really need my bow with me. I could do this for quite some time, I guess, right? All right, 2 combats. In RuneScape 3, I bought quite a bit of Saradomin and brew flasks, which is pretty fun. I had like a lot of extra extreme strengths, which were up in price, but I was hesitant to like actually get rid of it. Alright, so let's get ready to fight again. So many people just don't wear just car armor set. I don't know why. It looks cool. Alright, so there's a ton of people in this world. Nice. This boss looks super good in HDOS, I think. Alright, let's drink a Divine Super Combat Potion, or Super Restore Potion, and have some food. Let's go fight the boss real quick. It's so fast. Alright, so let me think off the top of my head. Red is protect melee, green is protect ranged, and blue is protect magic, I think. Wow. So, I mean, this is like fighting dragons, like, am I right? Oh, you could just climb down the slope over here, like a slide, afterwards. That's pretty fun. Leave the encounter, your perfect streak, 0 will be lost. No? So it's possible to get Huikodal as a pet. You could also get the Huikodal wand. So you could turn off drops for like other things. Let's eat some food. I love how you barely have to do anything. Alright, so let's do Piety. Get a special attack in. Protect ranged. Nice. This is mad fun. Protect magic. Nice. And protect melee. Wow. Nice, we beat him again. I saw, so I could actually use my looting bag here and I could just place items in my looting bag. You get the looting bag from the Revenant Cave, so you could essentially just put extra items in there. I think this is pretty fun. I like how they've done this. It's like really exciting. Just being able to fight bosses with other people. I told my friend, I was like, yo, I beat Huey Kodal if you want the Meadows Godsword back. I didn't really get a response. Oh, I saw a page there. Alright, let's have some Saradown and Bruise, and then a Super Restore. Protect ranged. Nice. Oh, we beat him again. I don't even think I hit him that time. Yeah, I feel like everyone's seeing my armor set is pretty immersive to some degree. Like I've seen raid reveals on people's YouTubes. They like take off their helmet. They're like it was me all along. It's like, oh my god. And then they put like an emote. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I had like 2 songs stuck in my head. I was listening to Metalworks yesterday in RuneScape 3. That song sounds so cool. Oh, they're all noted. That's kind of cool. Yeah, the Metalworks in RS3 sounds so good, dude. I actually never heard it before because like the jewelry area, you click on like the gold bar and then it lets you make the jewelry in Falador southeast area. Falador doesn't have the museum like it has in Old School RuneScape, which I randomly found, which has like Great Olm in it, and I thought that was pretty cool. It has like a cloud in there as well. So yeah, I mean, the whole idea of like museums and stuff is always fun. They introduce a different museum in my natural history quiz, which I show in my hunting video. So I was trying to Varla explore, and I could have done better. Oh, this is ranged. I could have done better at Varla exploring. I'm gonna keep my game at the bottom left open so I can see if I get the pet, because it'll tell me. There's like so many people. It's like, how do you know? Alright, so I got 1 adamant plate body. Alright, let's have some stamina potion. I mean, you could just eat summer pies, and that restores your stamina as well. It says the Huey Kodal prepares to reawaken. Let's check out nearby. Yeah, I saw I didn't show, like, what did I not show? Oh, the exact area on the map. But I mean, I did like talk about who you need to talk to before you did it, so I wish my oh, they got some Runite bolts. Nice. Yeah, I wish my video was slightly better. With the intro logo. The logos are always fun. I don't know why my friend wouldn't be excited to fight the Huey Codal with the Bando Scott sword. I think that's pretty fun. Because, I mean, training Slayer, like if you just have the 10 million gold up front, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess giving him like a gilded armor set would make it more fun and relatable. Because low level, it's like, I don't want to wear this stuff. Unless it's like gilded. I thought the gilded black armor set was cool. Oh. There goes my phone alarm. Okay. I have protect ranged on. Yeah, this is like fighting a normal dragon every so often. I feel like I'm playing Viva Pinata. So, I reordered Pokemon Snap on N64, which I'm pretty excited about because I own the strategy guide by, I think, Prima or something. Because I saw an image of Pikachu. Oh, jeez. Riding Articuno, so... Yeah, I mean, I tried rewatching Pokemon Ruby, and... honestly, Pokemon Ruby, it has, like, a huge cave sequence, and I'm not going back to the cave. Right? You have to, like, walk around in the dark for, like, a pretty long time. But they do have, like a boat sequence after that. And then they have, like, their own museum with the boat. So, that's kind of fun, I guess. Now there's my second alarm. So annoying, dude. Yeah, I could have easily had a better screen cap of the Huey Codal. I took it directly from the Old School RuneScape YouTube video. I guess they just somehow didn't have a close-up of the Huey Codal. It's like, why don't you just take another picture? Well, I could have opened up like OBS Studio and then used that as like a source for my image, but... you know? I can never tell what's coming. I think it's when the pillar depletes. Oh, they have sun-kissed bones. Nice. So I guess it's just group loot. I saw in RuneScape 3, you could actually drag your loot from your inventory bag and drop it on the map itself. How cool is that? That's like very user-friendly and intuitive. I guess that has like a ton of HTML5 applications and considerations just as a coder. Because it's not just in your inventory, it's also, you could adjust the menu sizes, you could drag and drop single items. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I like how quickly you gotta fight the boss. Oh, we beat him again. I had a pretty good interview yesterday. Always fun. Alright, let's see what my stats are at. Yeah, that's definitely working out super well. I'm landing some small hits here on the Huey Codal body. I guess it's because I'm using a defensive stance, and the slash dance is like way better. Yeah, 38 hit right there. Let's switch over to slash dance. Maybe I can improve my loot a little bit. I actually saw Saradomian Monk War Priest outfit yesterday in RuneScape 3, which is not on Solomon's General Store or anywhere else, like the GE. And it was a really nice version of the gold armor. He had like a huge square shield on his back, which is pretty funny. I took a recording of it, obviously. Yeah, I watched some Dragon Slayer 2 video. I like how they have like the dudes like, they're like sitting there rowing. I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, they got a ton of dragon bones right here. Nice. So, I'm gonna leave the encounter now. I ran out of stamina potions. Alright, so yeah, I got a ton of loot. Let's see the loot value so far. So far, this is everything I made from fighting the Huey Codal like 20 times. 56k. So, yeah. Alright, so let's go look around a little bit more. This has to be like... Alright, so... Where's my Osmumton Fang at? Oh, nice. Yeah, I have a nice 5. I saw another boss. His name was like a Moxodle or something. Like they have a ton of Eedles, Oddles, Idols. I bought a ton of potions. So now I guess they have easier herb orb training. Like they already do during the Perilous Moons quest. It's easier to some degree. You need level 60 herb lore. And I'm 51, so... like, you have an entire game to do. Alright, so let's go run around, I guess. I didn't look at anything on YouTube. I was looking at Pokemon Ruby. Alright, so... Alright, I have everything equipped. I guess I'll just bring more stamina potions and food around with me. Now let's go run around, I guess. See what the rest of the map looks like. Boss looks super cool. No idea what this does. Notice how my webcam hasn't frozen once yet. Cool, they have like a huge bullseye over here. I got some Ice Fiends. These are like Pyre Fiends in the God Wars dungeon, or in the One Slayer Cave, like north of Camelot. I don't know, can you run through here? No. Alright, let's fight the White Jaguar. Nice. This game looks super good in HDOS. Like, for example, on the way to the Grotesque Guardians, it glows in there. In Tombs of Masket, when you're fighting the damaged Warden, or damaged Tumikin, or damaged Eladinus, they have the glowing red skulls in the final room. So, I think that's pretty cool. Oh, they have a broken bridge right here. Nice. Just like the Jade Forest in World of Warcraft. There's like a... near, what's it called? The Jade Serpent. They have like a broken bridge. So, let's hide this, hide that. Press Control and left click to hide certain items. Alright, so this town has some yew trees. I'm a huge fan of yew trees. They have a ladder. Let's see what's on the map over here. They have a spinning wheel, which you can make like necklaces. And you use the spinning wheel in the Gower. No, not the... yeah, the Gower quest in RuneScape 3. So, what is it? The Jazz Spider. He's actually at the end of Sasuke's endgame, and you could see him in the, I think, the Coliseum area in RuneScape 3 in Santistan. So, he talks about the Dragonkin, the race of dragons, and the Stone of Jazz, which apparently creates the Dragonkin race. Because you could just be a total like Majorat, like in this game. All right, so here's a better aqueduct, which is kind of cool because in Sintistan you could also fight the Archglay Corps. All right, so let's see where I'm going. So this is back to the Perilous Moons area already. So I could check out the Proud Spire, and it looks like they opened up the map. Alderin's a new area, and this up here, this is where I fought the boss. So this was already here, Rallis' Rise. This is where we did the Perilous Moons quest. So the new quests on the map, you got Twilight's Promise I completed, Perilous Moons I completed, here's the Heart of Darkness, not started, and then you had the other quests I didn't do yet in Varlamore, At First Light, and then the Lilipads one, the Ribboning Tale of a Lily Pad Labor Dispute. You need to do, I think, Eagle's Peak to start this quest, which I did. Got the Coliseum over here. Alright, so let's try taking a boat from the south over to Alderin. I didn't see, like, even this area right here. Let's get rid of Dr. Jekyll. I mostly quested. And played a ton of RS3, which was super cool. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, they actually have a Quetzal over here as well. So you get to Alderin a little bit faster. Alright, so let's right click and charter a ship to... Alright, so this goes to Civitas Elafortis, but it does not go to Alderin. So let's charter over here. Maybe you have to do the Heart of Darkness quest to get there. There's no way of knowing. Let's try the other boat. Alright, let's travel with Antonia. Oh, come back when you've had 20 coins. Alright, so let's go travel with the Quetzal and get 20 coins from the bank. Alright, I'm gonna have some energy drink. I'll be right back. Okay. Cool. So here's the bank in Quetzalcoatl Gorge. So cool. I heard them suggesting that you get to fight, like, an angry big lady princess in part 3. She's super big. No, they didn't suggest that. Alright, so I need 20 gold to travel, I assume. So let's bring another stamina potion with me. Travel with my Quetzal over to... Oh, you could just travel right to Alderin from your Quetzal. You unlock a Quetzal travel when you complete Twilight's Promise quest in this game. So, alright, here's Aldrin. It's a southwest island in Varlamore. So, you have a dungeon over here, which sounds exciting. I'm a huge fan of dungeons. You have a mini game here, which I assume, is this another dungeon? Here's Dark Moon Ravine, which sounds pretty fun. You have some fishing over here, mining shop. Rare trees over here, which sounds cool. A house portal, like west of Lumbridge, or maybe near Camelot. Alright, so let's go over to the dungeon over here, to the northeast. So that big windmill there. Let's get rid of the Sunbeam Ale over here. Check out the fountain over here. Cool. Oh, this person's name is Adala. Let's talk to them, since that's like the same name as Atala. Alright, so this person says, don't mind me, but if you're looking for something to do, this man here needs a hand. Alright, let's talk to Patsy. Good day, I suppose you could trouble for the briefest of moments. Good day to you. I should consider being troubled for the right reasons. How does access to a rather fancy party sound as a motivator? Well, just as long as I get to actually enjoy. I'm sure I can also rustle up some payment to encourage you if you have any reservations. You may even find some exciting opportunities inside, given the presence of some of Alderin's wealthiest citizens. So, if you're going to this party, would you also be one of Alderin's wealthiest citizens? Says, alas, I am quite unfortunately not rich in the money. What I do possess is a certain wealth of talent. For you see, I'm an actor, Patsy the Grand. They'll call me eventually. So, if you're not rich in money, how am I going to get paid? Assuming I agree to help you with whatever it is you want. Cutting words, but you need not worry. While you won't be getting paid, I have a feeling it goes well. I'll find myself with more than enough wealth to handsomely reward you. And besides, if nothing else, I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time at the party. Oh, so they have Death on the Isle quest right here, which is kind of cool. I'll save that for another time, so you can talk with Patsy to start that quest as well. I didn't see that. I saw a meet and greet with the MEAT, and it had a like a minotaur like dude, like the second to last round in the Coliseum. Alright, so it looks like you can't go up this way, which is a similar design as the Dinosaur Island in RuneScape 3, which I forgot the name of. That's unfortunate on my part. Alright, so let's see if I can pass through the entryway. Entry here is for guests only. Alright, so I can't look at the dungeon until I do this quest right here, Death on the Isle. So, unless maybe I could take this agility shortcut to the southeast. So let's go try that out. Nice to have some squirrels here. I heard 2 squirrels fighting the other day. You never really hear that. We had, oh yeah, you can't really get over there. Alright, let's go check out the west side, the Moon Isle. So, yeah, I mean, we used to have a ton of birds here because my mom feeds them all the time. But recently, we've had like, I don't know, 5 or 6 crows, and they eat the little birds. I don't know if they were eating them directly in the air conditioner, my air conditioner, where they would hatch eggs. But it sounds like they would like come back and rip the little birds apart. I saw like 4 of them in like the middle of the street, and they're ripping apart like a little bird or like a little mouse. Like one of them figured out like, oh, like the cars, they kind of noticed me here. I'm pretty big. So like one of them like tried to carry the half ripped apart. You could see these dudes, the capybaras, in the other side of Varlamore in update 1. And they like poke out of the water. Alright, so I guess we go to the northwest to get in here. Yeah, so they're picking apart like a little bird in the middle of the street, and one of them tried to like carry it away, and it like dropped it initially the first time. So I don't know if the crow's just bad at carrying it or what. Like the crow, they like top of. I saw a big crow, a big one, like 3 days ago. It was the big one, for sure. It was like twice the size of the other ones, but yeah, I mean, they were they like rest at like the top of trees as well, but they definitely like the cool buildings, the cooler stone buildings, just like high points. They make high-pitched noises as well. Alright, so let's go back to the Quetzal over here to the northeast. Try to climb this agility shortcut here. I actually did not go running at the parks this summer for once, like usual, and it definitely makes summer way longer when you run at the parks. Like for the past 3 years, yeah, for the past 3, I also like 2012 to 2015 to like 2017, 18. I also ran in the parks a ton, but yeah, I ran a ton in the parks, like 2020 to 2023. Even while working in person 1 day a week. Alright, so let's check out this area right here. And we'll go to the northeast. It's like, bro, you're so cringe. Yesterday I was watching the Legends quest in RuneScape 3. Because I had recommended it in my One Small Favor quest, which is a part of the Camelot quest series. And it has like a star symbol, and the dude, he's a demon, and he's like standing in a star of fire. You like swing this, I don't know what it was called, and it attracts like the tribes people. So it's like a sequel to Taibo One Eye Village, where you fight a lion in this game. They actually, in RuneScape 3, they have a 50 million gold pet with a tribe dude. That's pretty funny. Alright, so let's go to the northwest and go over here. Yeah, the 50 million gold pet. I almost bought him. So I guess if you search RS3GE and you search for a pet or pet token, they have like a ton of them. I settled on the pufferfish pet and the seahorse pet and the seahorse balloon and pufferfish balloon, because there's like 3 million and 7 million for each of those. Because you do need the gold. Like right now they have the Moonstone Shard event for the Gate of Elodinus, the update sequel of Sanctum of Rebirth, also recently released. I've been bookmarking all the releases. They have a Light Blue Owl one quest as well, which is part of Necromancy as well. Like the Necromancy, it looks like Lord of the Rings, the Ghost Army or something, which apparently I've never seen. I saw Smaug in Lord of the Rings. I don't remember a Ghost Army, so I don't know which movie has the Ghost Army, but I do remember renting a Lord of the Rings game on PS2. I think it was like the Two Towers or something. I remember the walking trees in that movie, or one of the movies, and they were cool. Alright, so I'm fighting Emissary Chosens. So it looks like they're missing their heart, and they have a shirt on that looks like, I guess, renewal. So I guess we'll probably hear more about this in the Heart of Darkness quest, which is pretty cool. That's a book. I read the book. In Heart of Darkness, they have a doppelganger who replaces you on a ship, and essentially you get thrown overboard. I think. Wait, no, that's Moby Dick. Moby Dick, you get thrown overboard. What's it called when they throw you overboard? I don't know. I forget. I had intense quizzes on that. They're like, oh yeah, well, what, in Angle of Repose, like, what instrument does he play? It's like, what do you, he doesn't play an instrument. It's like, wrong. He plays a harmonica. It's like, what? That book is about a traveling artist in the Midwest, just in the desert, basically. Because I had to read, like, Huckleberry Finn, which I got quizzed on a ton. Heart of Darkness, which I got quizzed on a ton. Moby Dick, which I got quizzed on a ton. Edgar Allan Poe. Beowulf, which has a movie. Funnily enough, I did not watch it. I saw parts of it. Literally don't care. Yeah. Lord of the Flies. Brave New World. Yeah. I read a ton of books. My book is super good. It's so useful. Because, I mean, even if, like, you're a grad school and a dad, you wouldn't continue working at my last company. So, Fact of the matter is, it wasn't real. Which is, I mean, it was just an area for that time. I mean, I definitely could have made it an area. They did provide, like, moving to a different office, so I couldn't understand why it wouldn't be an area if you moved office, but okay. So I'm getting fought by a ton of people here, and they just keep respawning. So that's kind of cool. Let me turn auto retaliate on. So this is probably a good place to train. Similar to the Karamja dungeon against the lesser demon. I mean, the Brimhaven Volcano versus the lesser demons. Alright, let's equip Osmoten's Fang, because it swings a little bit faster. See? So like fighting in the Coliseum. And it has 4 special attacks. So the bow of Ferdinand I showed, it actually has crystals to change the color of your bow, like a lightsaber, which is kind of cool. But you have to do Song of the Elves quest, which is basically impossible and denying video games. Oh, yeah, and responsibilities, for sure. I got some extra XL formulas, which I can talk about as well. They're just in my Facebook album. It has like some ifs, match, VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP. What's that one called? Maybe indirect or something. Oh, index. So it's index, match, some if. Yeah. Plus you can like add formulas everywhere. You could use action queries and access to update like tables with similar data sets based on a new set of data, which I show in access video part 4 at the end. I think those are useful. Obviously in Excel you could use business intelligence. You could create data relationships as well. Excel actually has a map function, you know? It's not just Tableau, but Tableau has more specific maps function. And your own custom map design and drawings. And now that they're owned by Salesforce, like browser-based and mobile-based technology, with also web browser-based support. So clearly a more superior customization as it relates to maps. Because you could also add in like geography or geographic mile calculations to Salesforce. Right, so they spawn for a pretty long time. kind of cool. So my new favorite training spot with protect melee and using prayer potions. And with the Osmompton Fang here, essentially, you can be pretty fast. Maybe with the dual molecule heedle. Like, this changes everything. Alright, so... Alright, so... Hey, welcome to my old school RuneScape video. So, here is my favorite place to train against level 117 and 76 people. If you have a prayer potion, you could use Protect from Melee, which you could get to easily by burning big bones against hill giants in the brass room west of the Varrock GE and the windmill. You use the brass key to open the door, and you could bury bones up until level 43. Jeez. Okay. Alright, so let me hide some of these items. Bones, coins. Okay. So, hey, welcome to my old... Alright, so... hey, welcome. Alright. So, hey, welcome to my old school RuneScape easy training video. So, if you have an Osmompton Fang or a dual molecule heedle or anything like that, you could essentially stand here and fight level 76, 117, and 34 people. You could use prayer potions to restore your quick prayer, and you could use protect from melee. So if you level your prayer to level 43 over here, protect melee and drinking prayer potions restores your prayer so that you don't take damage from these people. You could fight them, they keep respawning for quite some time in Varlamore Part 2. I'll show it on the map at the end of the video. And I mean, with Osmompton Fang, and for example, these two stances, you can attack way faster. And they just keep spawning, and if you have auto retaliate on, you fight back immediately. So they keep approaching you for about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, and then eventually they leave you alone. So here it is on the map. You can get here by traveling, for example, with your Quetzal from Civitas Illa Fortis right over here, after you do Twilight's Promise quest, up until the Quetzalcoatl Gorge, and then you run west, north, and then you run over here. Okay? So, yeah, it works for quite some time. And it's similar to the Brimhaven Volcano, Lesser Demons. Obviously, there's a bank in the lower portion of the Brimhaven Volcano, which you could teleport to with the Amulet of Glory, which I have around my neck, so I could do extra damage, similar to the Combat Bracelet. So if you run over here, it works pretty well, and I don't think any of the other jewelry has a teleport option around Varlamore, but you could look more into that yourself. But wearing this and that helps to essentially do more damage. Alright, 54 minutes. Let me write that down. I have so many pens, but it's like... Alright, that's a battery. My mom moved them all downstairs, because... She has ADHD. Cool. So yeah, that's a good place to train. Oh, you could talk to some of the people here. Oh, you could just run over here as well, and they also fight you. So after you're over there, you can run to the southwest and continue fighting, okay? And I guess they'll attack you for some time more. So the more prayer potions you buy at the GE, the longer you're able to use Protect Melee and just stand here. Not really doing much. AFKing while working, for example. Alright, stop, imposter. Nice. Alright, let's check out over here. I'll just write it down on my phone. Alright, so 54 minutes. So obnoxious. Forgetting one person who also lives in Florida. I reached out to them in like May, but it's like, I mean, if you want to keep track of Twitter, you can just talk on Twitter, right? And make use of like the weather stuff on there. Because you have like a ton of Twitter weather pages, right? I wrote them down. Like Tropical Update, Matt DeVitt, WX, AccuWeather, NWS Miami, NWS New York NY, WXNB underscore, Mark Weinberg, WEINBERG, WX, so Mark Weinberg, WX, Cira, so CIRA underscore CSU, NOAA Satellites, NOAA Climate, Elliot Jacobson with 1 L, and then Jacob, OB, and then Son. Extreme Temps with 2 S's. USAWX. I can't believe I didn't have 2 S's there. I totally did. USAWX. Weather Track US. Weather Channel. Sky Duncan WX. Or underscore bit underscore I. Windy.com, which has, I guess you could compare it to actual forecasts if you want to. They have a premium subscription. NWS Weather, Eco Warriors with 2 S's. I think Extreme Temps actually has 1 S. Eco Warriors is the one with 2 S's. NWS NHC, maybe, or something. NWS Tornadoes, NATOcast, B McNulty. So B, letter B, McNulty. NWS Bolt, underscore Bolt Wash, Midwest near Maryland. So, if it's windy over there, in New Jersey, it's like high pressure. So and during high pressure, I like to eat crumb cake dipped in milk, pickles, tangerines, put chunky Campbell's on chicken burgers. What else do I like to eat in high pressure? I don't know. Crumb cake and dipped in milk is really good. You could only have so much corn dog, nuggets, and like cookies, Tate cookies dipped in milk. Like once a week. I switch from that to like a more varied diet. Because there's only so much like thick food you can eat. Thinly cut pork is super good. It's like way too juicy. But chicken is definitely really good as well. Like orange rice with peas and corn, super good, or yellow rice, dark yellow. dark orange. Or like the white rice with like the little black squares that are like not seeds, but I don't know. Or yeah, or flavorless, like whitish, blackish rice. Alright, so there's a dungeon down here to the southwest. Let's go check that out. Oh, nice. Stop imposter. Alright, so it looks like they have like a renewal. So they have like a renewal area here. So the emissaries, I guess you have to do either Heart of Darkness quest, which would make sense, because this is like the library where I think renewal is. So yeah, they have a statue here as well as near the Dark Frost. Oh, nice. I got the name right. Renewal. So, examine Forbera. So it says, a leading member of the Twilight Emissaries. Oops. Obviously, my hometown is Varlamore, Iredell, so... Forgetting to tell people about the weather, I mean... pretty offensive. I had a feeling that I was forgetting to tell people, certain people. It's like, how do you even keep track of, like... I mean... Alright, so... yeah, they have some fishing spots for the... You could train fishing in Perilous Moons quest. So I ran around Alderan. I ran around up here. Pretty huge. Let's go check out the shipwreck, because in the quest... not Ascent of Arceus, or X marks the spot, or Client of Corrend. Not any of those. The one with like the orange snake, where King Arthur is, who actually ends up becoming king of Corrend. So, yeah, it was on the way to Architectural Alliance mini quest, because you had to do all 5 areas in Corrend. Nice. And essentially, yeah, Call of Duty has the blue crabs on the beach in Black Ops 3. I was so close to buying like I was waiting for the crab game to come out in like summer of 2020. I was getting stoked for that, but they delayed the release, sadly. But Plants vs. yeah, the new Plants vs. Zombies came out, I'm pretty sure. Like on the spot. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, they have seaweed here, like during I think Curse of the Blackstone quest, you had to clean seaweed. Or take seaweed from like an Alcarid area that has like musicians, and you put it on top of the White Wolf Mountain in a bottle. White Wolf Mountain you visit during Dragon Slayer quest, the first one, and you also visit it don't think they're in the Gower quest. I don't remember. Oh, it's one where you fight the gnomes. Maybe Grand Tree. So the one where you talk to, maybe in the Camelot quest series, it's one where I would be able to find it out because my clips I have, I go into the mining guild and I fight some of the gnomes in there. So I forget what quest that was, but I had a Twitch clip for it. Easily referenceable. Okay. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I could do some of the quests later on. I'm very close. I have 89.5 for the necromancy quests in RS3. So that's a pretty big quest series as well. And I have all of the... They have Death Warden and Death Dealer gear. Death Warden has the ability to, I think, mark people so that they take extra damage over a certain amount of time. And then Death Dealer gear... No, Death Dealer gear has the ability to mark people so they take damage for a certain amount of time. And then Death Warden just overall has 1800 level necromancy. So... yeah, that plus obviously Vengeance from whatever quest I mentioned in my Gargoyles video. Lets you rebound 75% of the damage. Like the Brawler's Blood Necklace heals you while you fight people if you have 70 crafting and 80 dungeoneering. And then obviously Saradomin Brew Flask, the Flask, and the Super Restore Flask. You could combine those to have extra healing as well. I sold off like a ton of spirit charts because I bought like 60,000 for 1.4 million to buy some yesterday. I was looking through my bank. I'm hesitant to sell off my mana rays. I have way too many mana rays, but I could convert them in Archclay Core fighting to get more gold. Yeah, they also have Goblin Clue Scroll solving and Goblin Clue Scroll solving. Yeah, I guess I'll just go with the cheetah pictures, I guess. How does that make sense? Oh, the Jaguars. Oops. Oh, right. Okay. Gotta get my good side. Alright, let's go try to take a picture over here. I saw they're updating Fortnite to have, I think the Lost Isle or something. Or something like that. And it's gonna have like more island exploration and stuff. Yeah, these Jaguars are hard to get a picture of. Let's go over here. Because the trees are nice. You have to be like walking away. Getting chased by them. Okay. I feel like that... I feel like that's... yeah. It's like a popular reference. Whatever. I hate when they make things references with social media. It's like, oh, they have another way of communicating. Seize them. Okay. They make the dumbest things references. Okay. Yeah, so I haven't done any hunter clue solving. This is the Hunter's Guild. You need to be a certain level hunter to train that. I shut off my hunting video. Sadly, I forgot to left click the bush, because as you level your hunter, it automatically moves the track to the end of the area. But I mean, it's kind of obvious. Like, obviously, you right click and attack the bush with the noose wand in order to capture the level 7 I even said it with in a YouTube clip with an accent. I should remember it. I don't. Big fail. Okay. I have a good memory. Oh, they have scarecrows over here. I feel like this is funnier. For sure. Because you can find the jaguars at any time. How often am I going to walk by this cornfield? Way funnier. Because of Jeepers Creepers too. I remember my friend left that on. And his sleepover, where he had like a ton of people sleep over for his parties in grade school. And he left it on the main menu song for quite some time. We also watched the J-Lo movie where the horse jumps in off the boat into the water. I think it was Cell the movie. It's like 2004. It actually starts off pretty interesting. She's like in a desert. But overall, I mean, let me see if it's called Shell. I remember Cell. So Cell, J-Lo. Yeah, it's called The Cell. It's kind of what YouTube looks like. Right? Like, Camp K-Nut has been going pretty Cell in nature. Nice. Emiru has an interesting voice. I saw her commentating on they were obviously OTK Network is always on at all times. So I saw them commentating on they had white dudes playing basketball and Asian dudes playing basketball like about a month ago. Maybe a month and a half ago. And essentially, yeah, they were just commentating on like how like, yeah, they're playing basketball in like a tournament on like just like a normal basketball court. And yeah. Like, oh, clearly he's like, he is. It's like, oh, nice. Cool. I listened to it for like an hour. Yeah, I did see Stellar Blade does have Square Enix bot in it. Now it has Nier Automata. which is an interesting design choice. I saw Call of Duty Black Ops 6. One of the gun skins that they had was just, it's just like a heavy coating and like of ice or whatever on Twitter. And like he opened up and it has like all the shells inside. But like I have this one Amazing Spider-Man comic, which has Venom and Gwen on it. I could show it to you. Let me get that comic real quick. Okay, so yeah, here is, it looks, I mean, it's kind of dark. Can't really see the color as well. So yeah, so this is I don't know how you could tell. Oh, on the back. No, that's a different one. Yeah, it's called The Non-Mutant Superhero. Amazing. I got this at what's it called? Not Comic-Con. Comic store, guys. Yeah, I used to remember the name. I actually just forgot. I knew it last year. Yeah, right. I woke up this morning. My right shoulder blade was kind of tired. Initially when I woke up, top back on my neck. So, Midtown Comics. Yeah, I got this at Midtown Comics. I used to walk in there. They had 3 of them in New York that I knew of. One near Grand Central, which had stuffed animals and a ton of classic comics in like a bookshelf where you can flip through. They had the Southern Manhattan one with more figures, busts of figures like Batman Beyond, and more backpack kind of related, ton of Funkos. And then they had the one near J&L Gaming on 40th Street and 7th Avenue, which had bigger Halloween like decorations and more Barnes & Noble like with books. I would flip through all the books on the shelf. I bought Death Note Black Edition there, which has color page for the first page. And yeah, I bought the Swamp Thing by R.L. Stine because I read a ton of R.L. Stine books. So, I mean, in regards to the Amazing Spider-Man comic, you know, Destiny 2, it has like the light blue neon new level, Node over the Avalon, and comics design in games. I mean, if you think of the Call of Duty design, and I'm not calling it simple, but like the Taken in Destiny 2, they have like a World of Warcraft like design in Jade Forest, those dudes in my Wild Lore 1 video. So obviously the Taken have an advanced level design of that. And then in Season of the Wish, you had the Arachnophobe. You had that one bow I showed, the Season of the Wish bow, not the neon green one. But that one was very pinpoint precise, I think in week 3, while fighting the Taken, who would like walk towards you while you had like a tiny pinpoint precise aiming with that bow in week 3 of Season of the Wish, I think, which has like the black and white orbs, like 2 minutes in or something. That's actually located near where the Shattered Throne is located. The actual portal to the Shattered Throne raid, which after an hour of fumbling around at the different symbols, eventually the floor opens up and you could hop down and fight ogres on a walkway. And if they knock you off, you have to go all the way back for like, so you have to go pretty far. You need like long range in order to fight all the ogres, and then in the room, like the final boss room, you have like a big ogre, and then you have like the mages that spawn, and you need to defeat like 4 of the mages back to back consecutively, or 5. And you also, when he spawns, you need to like right click in the middle thing, and you need to like turn it off or something, like the middle fire thing, and then you could do damage to him, which I found out like way too close to the end of my attempt to do it. I could have done it if I knew that initially. It's pretty close. Obviously, like walking from symbol to symbol, you have to go to like the northeast one and the Shattered Throne, like the higher up one, and you have to walk out onto the balcony, and they have like a message from the ghost or whatever, and then I don't know, you have to fight like a series of dudes that like pop up randomly at different places. So in regards to like their neon blue design in Destiny 2 Node over Diabolon, I mean, this amazing Spider-Man comic, right? You could kind of like compare the comic books to like the neon blue, and then also the Taken from Season of the Wish Week 3. They have like moving, they're moving, like obviously if you're playing like Halo Online, like they're always precise with like where you are relative to where other people are in the game. So then obviously you could take that design and apply it to like the neon, I guess, and it's like, oh well, yeah, you have like where you are, or where your character design is relative to other character designs, and then relative to that its own design. So you could just move them around like the comic books. I'm sure that's definitely a major design choice. Like obviously Nier Automata does have butts, right? Like Nier Automata do have butt though. Okay, so here's the other side of the Coliseum. Oh, you can see a pillar from over here. Super cool. Oh, they have a Quetzal over here too. Nice. I don't know if that's after you fight in the Coliseum. And win? No idea. I tried the Coliseum 12 defense levels later, 1 strength level later, and I was still a 92 attack at the time. And they had much harder buffs at the time. I saw if you charge the Venator bow with Ancient Essence, it like a purple misty substance like travels from enemy to enemy. So you could hit multiple people with a single special attack with it, which is kind of cool. And then obviously Osmond Fang helps for faster fighting. At level 93 magic, you get, if I filter by spells, you get Ice Barrage, which you need. You need the RCA spell book, I think, for it, by doing Kingdom Divided, which also gives you it also gives you Summon Thralls. I think you need to do Ancient Magics though for the Ice Barrage spell, unless you have the Blighted Ancient Ice Sack. So yeah, I think you need Ancient Magics. So you can wield Book of the Dead, and then yeah, you need Ancient Magic spellbook for Ice Barrage, I think. I don't know if Summon Thrall is here now. I know it's like level 60 or something. Yeah, so I guess there's additional actions into doing that. Okay. Oh, his Bando's God Sword, two-handed sword. So you could wield a one-handed sword with a magic spell book as well at the same time, which is pretty interesting. I see everyone talking about the Dragon Defender, or there's another defender that's even higher level for one-handed swords. But you can wear spell books too, it seems. Yeah, so I walked everywhere. Super cool. Oh, here's a statue of Markowitz. I think his statue is in where you're doing Twilight. No, it's near the Blessed Bone Shards. So Markowitz, statue of legendary hero Markowitz, the Old Wolf. Nice. Yeah, his statue definitely was near the Blessed Bone Shards. That's cool. Obviously, Architectural Alliance has a statue of a dude with a wolf. My Destiny 1 character had wolf on the chest. Super cool. I showed my Destiny 1 character in my Taken King. Apparently, someone says like Destiny 1 servers went offline, but apparently they're probably back. I'm like right at the Taken King level. I just got there just by playing multiplayer. Solely multiplayer. And then single player, like the moon level, that was at the end of, I think, Shadowkeep or something. Who I barely was able to solo. He was like the big ogre dude. That looks like the people you fight in the Whisper. At like the very end. Like, not the first three people. Yeah, I think the Scarecrow definitely wins. Alright, so just walking around here is like... No, you want to go more west. You want to go west of the farm in order to go up to the Quetzalcoatl Gorge. Duh. Okay. Alright, so Grand Exchange. See how people are doing. Show off my armor set in the Grand Exchange with all the other dudes. Alright, show off my sword. See what else is over here. Oh, cool. So they got some new designs here. They keep having items on the OSRS GE. That's like, oh, that was an item. It's like, yeah, now you don't know. It's like, oh. Oh well. And being able to name those, obviously, is like you have the Sunfire Fanatic helm, right? It went from 200k to 400k. So you have the briefcase, you have the sunglasses, right? You have the baguette. I removed my bank space for the glasses. Oh, here they are. Half moon spectacles. Right. Yeah, so they have half moon spectacles here. Nice. Okay. Yeah, they have Mask of Renewal. So, I don't know if he's part of the Heart of Darkness quest, right? The Sunfire Fanatic Helm's cool. Obviously, the Red Dragon masks are always fun. Only 5k gold. You could drop a Red Dragon mask, I guess. So someone else will get a Red Dragon mask. Nice. Do drop party for Red Dragon masks. Super cool. I got the Mystic cards, which I show in my Yu-Gi-Oh video. And totally I totally show them in my my Tombs of Masquerade. I'm like, Kaiba, we have to go to outer space. He's like, you got it. I think I have a cool episode in my anime folder on my Facebook. Let's see. Yeah, my Facebook's taking a while to load. Yeah, they're doing... There we go, photos. Yeah, they're just taking a while to load for no reason. And it never takes a while to load. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, photos. I'm just in Safari. This is the first time ever Facebook ever wasn't able to load my photos in Safari. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Let's see on my browser. Oh wow, Hurricane Helene to hit Florida southeast with catastrophic impacts. Wow. Hurricane Helene is strength over there. Okay, bring impressive 15 to 20 foot storm surge to the Big Bend area. High winds to all of Florida. Plow inland with hurricane force, likely in northern Georgia, potentially including Atlanta. Hurricane force winds in Georgia. Wow. NWS calling the maximum storm surge forecast catastrophic. Flooding rains are already affecting the southern Appalachians. Okay. Tampa Bay. Most severe storm surge on record, up to 8 feet. Yeah, because, I mean, you could always meme about, like, it's like, oh, why aren't you making money? It's like, well, you're supposed to be standing exactly where the storm's hitting. It's like you're right. Alright. Climate change is boosting global ocean temperatures. Okay. NWS is warning the power outages likely be prolonged in addition to widespread. Yeah, so here's their map of storm surge. And they have a map on NWS, just the NWS Twitter. 9:24 at 7:07 p.m. They have like a storm surge, how high up relative to a house it goes. According to data, human-caused climate change made the current warm records of Gulf of Mexico between 200 and 500 times more likely. The water temperature in the storm's path is extremely warm at 86. The NHC noted. Oh, NHC. I know that was like the Midwest NWS. But, oh, that's the National Hurricane Center. Active tropical cyclones. Okay. United States NOAA, National Weather Service, responsible for tracking and predicting tropical weather systems between the prime meridian and the 140th meridian, poleward to the 30th parallel north in the Northeast Pacific Ocean, which is the Northern Atlantic Ocean. Miami branch of the National Weather Service, NWS Miami on Twitter, obviously. Like, how cool is that? Florida International University. University founded in 1965. I never heard about Florida International University. That sounds cool. Like, why would you ever consider going to Florida for college, right? It's like, hey, you know us. Like, we're Florida guys. We have weather prediction, right? Just look at our state of the art. Highest SAT score. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so you could throw mystic cards at dudes. Pretty fun. This person has the mask as a mascot. I forget exactly what it's called, but I did see it once on OSRS GE about 1.5 years ago on price changes, I think. Or maybe I...